MMA Boxing Talk here. This is a post-fight video for Terence Crawford versus Felix Diaz. Terence Crawford earns a 10th round TKO victory over Felix Diaz. Diaz corner, they stopped the fight. They didn't allow him to go out for the 11th round. Now, great performance by Terence Crawford. Really looked spectacular in there. Truly outclassed Diaz. He proved that he's on another level. A lot of people thought that Diaz was going to, cause problems for Terence Crawford, including myself. I still thought Crawford would win, a clear but close unanimous decision. But yeah, Crawford definitely exceeded my expectations. Really looked good. Came out, was boxing southpaw right from the beginning and never changed. And the way he totally outboxed Felix Diaz, who is an Olympic gold medal winner, who's also a southpaw, and Crawford went in there and outboxed him as a southpaw. Just goes to show you how much versatility and tools Terence Crawford has. He's an unbelievable talent. It's really too bad that he's not a bigger star. And I think a lot of that has to do with his own fault. He's very monotone with interviews. He's just has a very boring personality. So that doesn't help him either. I think Bob Arum knows that, so he might not be getting the extra push from Bob Arum. Crawford needs a Pacquiao fight or maybe a Keith Thurman fight or something like that to really make noise, because he's not going to make noise. He's been winning. He's been looking great. Still not really generating a whole lot of buzz. He needs a big name opponent. But before that happens, I really want to see Crawford unify all the titles, become undisputed, and he can do that with one fight. Julius Indongo, Bob Arum said he wants Crawford to fight in the summer, so I would love to see Crawford versus Indongo for July or August. Indongo has the IBF and the WBA, and of course Crawford has the WBC and the WBO. I think Crawford, is definitely the better fighter. I think he can win that fight, no problem. Indongo, very tall, lanky fighter. He's a very slick fighter, but I just don't think he's got enough power to really make Crawford respect him. I think that Crawford is a little bit quicker, obviously younger, and I think he has more power. So I see that being a tough fight for Indongo, but I would really like to see Terence Crawford become undisputed. Boxing hasn't had an undisputed champion for over a decade now. That's what I want to see next, but we'll see what happens. I think that fight makes sense next. And then perhaps after that, have that fight with Manny Pacquiao. And, I'd love to see that fight and just how it would play out, Crawford versus Pacquiao. But I think Crawford, for his career to go to the next level, because he's got all the talent, he needs a win over a Manny Pacquiao. No question about it. This way he'll get the respect, he'll get the attention, the buzz that, he deserves, or his talents deserve anyway. But definitely want to see him become undisputed. Hopefully that Indongo fight happens next. And then after that, who knows? I really don't see the Keith Thurman fight happening for a while. It's interesting. I mean, Felix Diaz, he's been fighting at welterweight. Manny Pacquiao is also a welterweight, but I just don't see the Thurman, who's a real full-fledged welterweight. I don't see that fight happening for another year or so. I want to see Thurman fight the winner of Spence versus Kell Brook. But of course, Thurman came out with an injury, his elbow, so he's going to be out a while. Maybe he'll probably want to tune up when he comes back. I don't know. I'm really not sure. But Crawford Thurman, like I said, it just seems a very distant, something very far in the future. So anyway, I just wanted to give my quick take on this, on the fight and what's next for Crawford. Let me know what you guys think. That's it for this one. If you like the video, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.